1942. War rages in the Pacific. Two huge war fleets face each other across vast distances. The Japanese are filled with confidence after their surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. However, nothing is decided. The US Navy managed to save their essential asset, their aircraft carriers. For the first time in history, this new weapon will be used in desperate battles over the ocean, involving hundreds of warships and aircraft. Brave and gallant pilots on both sides will face a tempest of steel as they give everything to accomplish their mission. Most will not return, shot down by enemy fighters, by ship batteries, or forced to land in the middle of the ocean when they run out of fuel. Do you have what it takes to turn the tide of battle? Fighters of the Pacific, now on Kickstarter.
Each aircraft is represented by a token facing one direction, with a high altitude side on the white background and a low altitude side on the blue background. Flip the token to represent the change in altitude of an airplane. Players take turns activating aircraft, one group at a time. When activated, a plane must spend all its movement points to perform maneuvers. There is a variety of maneuvers available to most aircraft, including slides, climbs, and dives. Fighters can even do split S maneuvers to turn the table on less maneuverable opponents. If at the end of its movement, an aircraft places an enemy aircraft in its field of fire, then the targeted aircraft must dodge to avoid the shot. If it cannot dodge, for example because it has already been activated this turn, it takes 1 point of damage. Aircraft have different types, speed, resistance, and field of fire characteristics. Some can also carry torpedoes or bombs to attack ships and ground targets. The player who has the initiative can choose to let his opponent play first. The initiative is given at the beginning of each turn to the player with the least handicap. Handicap is determined according to the number of aircraft groups, their altitude, and any damage they suffered. Each scenario includes different objectives that bring in victory points and affect the circumstances of each battle. Can you lead your squadron to victory over the Pacific? Fighters of the Pacific.